be the stone, stoic, and unable to realize his dreams of dunking a basketball. What? I am going to teach you about maintaining a winning game state by remaining grounded. If you jump without explicit purpose, you may find yourself in a disadvantageous situation. This video will teach you what jumping gives up, what jumping gets you, and the importance of maintaining air options. You want to be able to jump with intent. Don't give up the ground unnecessarily. Jumping with intent. Long dominant pokes are prime jump-in targets, so are fireballs and anything with a decent amount of recovery. As you may already know, there are fast mid-range options to challenge space without leaving yourself open to jumps. These would be moves like 2P, dive kick, dash in 6P 2S, and simply wind anti-air with 6P. Each of these options hedge against jump and other options a little differently. They all share a weakness. They don't present dominant hitboxes and are generally weaker to big disjoint normals or playing footsies. To play around jumps, you need to constrain your options. Those constrained options may lose to more dominant ones. Those dominant ones may lose to jump-ins. With this structure, you will find your purpose for jumping. That's not everything, however. This is merely a way to think about provoking options that are weak to jumps. Your options during a jump. Most characters will find themselves in an advantageous situation if your jump didn't get some kind of outright punish. You are not helpless, however. If you see the opponent using long to recover pokes as you go to jump, you can let your jump in rip. If you jump and see nothing of note, make use of double jump or air dash to leave the situation. No sense impaling yourself on a 6P. If you end up losing your air options above the opponent, you'll be unable to juke air throw using movement. This is especially good for defending yourself because trying to tech an air throw can come with a lot of risk. You could eat a button instead. Then, how much should you jump? Some characters, Faust especially, are really good at taking advantage of you burning your air options. In matchups against high-level players, someone jumping without explicit reward is effectively on the back foot. This means both players will be encouraged to stay grounded. Generally speaking, you want to jump just enough to convince your opponent you could jump, then play in a way that capitalizes on their adjustment. Even then, in some matchups, jumping as a counterpoke isn't really a requirement for mid-range play. You might still find yourself encouraged to jump in defensive situations, or to make use of air-to-airs, which means your opponent jumped first. What a goof. And even then there's exceptions. Love is really good at taking a pot shot ahead of time at committal movement options. It might be worth jumping to set up in some situations. Dive kick is really good and doesn't operate like a normal jump-in. See lowj2k.mp4 for more information. You might also jump and air-to-air preemptively to cover space against air dash or jumping options. You might avoid an attack you'd lose to if you were hoping to anti-air on the ground, while some characters really struggle to get under your rising jump age. Anyways, thanks for watching.